everybody to a call with Dr. Cook. Hello, Dr. Cook. How you doing?
I'm really good, George. How you doing?
Oh, I'm so good today. I have been waiting for today for a long time, Dr. Cook. Today we have
Yeah.
a very exciting topic for me. It's the Pet InfoBoost program. Today's Wednesday, May 25th, 2022, and we're going to be talking about our Pet InfoBoost program.
It's a fun one.
You know, this has been something that people have been requesting for literally years. They've found this technology to work so effectively, and of course people love to share those things with their pets, and so I'm so happy to be able to talk about this and talk about the exciting new program that we have that's been built specifically for pets. Dr. Cook, tell us a little bit about specifically for pets. I mean, it's not the same as what we have just for our InfoBoost program. This is a Pet InfoBoost program.
Yeah, it's really, you know, pets can't talk necessarily, and pets can't touch the screen. So creating a spark for a pet is unique, and you know, we figured it out. So
there's been a lot of work that's gone into the library, into a lot of things to make this truly unique. I know that people have, you know, we've heard reports of people setting up friends and family and putting their pet in as a friends and family. And some people have had great results with that. But I expect, at least from what we're seeing, that this is so much better. This is made specifically for pets, and we're excited to talk to people about it. I guess the first place to start, though, Dr. Cook, is probably, you know, just a reminder to everybody that we don't promote limbic arc technology as diagnosing, treating medical conditions, or curing things, including our pets. And that's important to remember, even as we're moving into the pet industry, that disclaimer, it is very important to understand the scope of what limbic arc does.
I think that that's going to be a bit of a challenge because pets tend to be more energetically responsive than humans, and you know, and we pay attention to our pets' conditions. So you know, if your pet's lame and they become unlame, it's easy to couch that experience in medical terms as opposed to quality of life. But let's be aware of that, because it's important that this is not a medical device. This is a lifestyle enhancement tool.
That's exactly right. You know, if your pet is sick, take them to the vet. This is a wellness tool, and we can all improve wellness, and so we want to make sure that we focus on that because you know, we love our pets, and this is important. And I'm excited to see what we can have. You know, and people can talk about the experiences with their pets, and some of those are even, you know, remarkable and miraculous, it seems. But we need to make sure to be very, very specific about how we address that. We've made the pet product, and it's a little bit different than a regular Pet InfoBoost. And Dr. Cook, I know you get involved on the development of this and other things. I know as we've developed this tool, we've specifically had pet in mind. I mean, is there anything you'd, you know, kind of give us as a preface to that?
Holy smokes, George. Well, as you know, this has been a long time coming, and we've actually been working on this concept for several years.
Right.
And so it's exciting to see it happen with limbic arc, in conjunction with limbic arc. I guess, what are some of the big challenges? The big challenges were we had to reorganize the library, we had to perfect the Spark Scan technology. You know, the other factor is, honestly, I'm as you know, I don't own a pet. I have grand pets that I love, but I don't have a pet. It's just, I probably am not here enough to do it justice. But George, you're a dog guy. And,
yeah, absolutely. And we've got a lot of people that that have pets. And one of the cool things about this, and this is kind of a surprise to you, Dr. Cook, you might not really know what's happening, but during the last little while, during the last few weeks, we have had what's called an early access period, and we've sent this out to some people to let them try it and give us their responses. And I actually, have a couple of, we want to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the experiences that people have already had with this product. Ron reported he has a dog named Baxter, and Baxter couldn't hear Ron when they would come home. Didn't even know until they walked in front of him, which startled the dog. He kind of freaked him out. Since they've been running these INFOBOOSTs, he hears when the garage door opens, and he greets us at the door every time. He's just amazing, just an amazing change for Ron.
Well, that's probably increased Ron's quality of life.
Yes, absolutely.
He was probably thinking, what are we keeping this little guy around for? And then all of a sudden he's got a responsive animal in the house, and that's got to be fun.
Well, and that's one aspect. The report that came back was a lot more information than that. That's just a little excerpt of that, but it's basically an older dog that's all of a sudden finding that his quality of life is significantly improved. That's noticeable. Here's another story, Bernadette. My experience is that since the state-of-the-art first pet INFOBOOST, our dog has a lot more energy, maintains a good weight, and can jump back on our bed, plays, and looks happy. We have our old Soltzy back. And again, here's a dog that's just, their life is improved. They've got their puppy back. So, Beata said that her dog had a sleeping issue with nightmares. Woke her up several times in the night with just really bad sleep. Since using PET and a custom INFOBOOST, she is sleeping much more calmly. The nightmares have been reduced almost to nothing, which is just remarkable. And I've got one more story this is from Ludmilla. She had an incredible experience with her cat Trixie. Trixie stopped meowing about 6 years ago. And after running a few different pet INFOBOOSTs, she's meowing once again. It's just, people are finding all kinds of experience. This is just a tiny taste of some of the experiences that we have had back. People have been using it on bunnies, on dogs, on cats. It's been just amazing to hear those stories. And so we were really excited. You can see on screen there are some pictures of some of the pictures that were sent in. These are actual people who are using limbic arc on their pets. And so those are some great stories. Thank you for sharing. And I would encourage people to share your stories. When you use PET, when you get an experience and a chance to do it, we'd love to see your pictures. You can always just send those in to limbic arc. So anyway, Dr. Cook, that was a little bit of a treat. There's a lot more where that came from, and we're excited to move forward. So.
One of the exciting things for me about this, George, is that we all know that limbic arc is it's pretty spacey. And when I talk to people about it and they go, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense, it can't work. I respect that opinion. I mean, because I realize this is new. It's a concept that we just don't have a lot of experience with. But when you turn on an INFOBOOST for yourself, sometimes you might think, oh, was this just a placebo effect because I wanted it to happen? When you turn them on for your pets, you see that it happens. And I'm hoping that this will help move us forward and help, I don't know if convince is the right word, but help educate people that this technology is legitimate and it really works.
Well,
so I'm excited about it.
You've talked about this in the past, how this technology is built on the shoulders of giants. I mean, there are concepts and theories that are there that we're just building this on. It's really, to your point, exciting to see us put that towards pets, because sometimes we second guess ourselves, and our pets don't. Well, we're looking forward to that. Okay, Dr. Cook, I'm going to maybe have you talk a little bit about the Pet InfoBoost program and even give us a demo. Is that right?
Yes, and I know we got that picture of me holding those cute little dachshunds. This is that video we shot the other day. I don't know if we're going to play that, but
I think people might find that once they activate their InfoBoost program.
Okay.
That was a great video. I tell you what, to see those, there were 6 little puppies that were just jumping around. They were just as cute as could be.
That was fun. They were cute and newborn, and I understand they're all sold now. They all have new homes.
Yeah, all have and you know, different pets have different challenges. You know, we talk about some of these things. Some pets struggle a little bit more with hips and joints and pain and skin and all kinds of different things. But limbic bark is something that's not, again, diagnosing or curing, but it's something that's helping add value and improving wellness. And I would expect those areas and many more.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I've got the screen up here, George. This is my limbic arc. You can tell that. Great. And I've got the Pet InfoBoost. I'm gonna start by just clicking on my pets. Now, I mentioned that I don't own a pet, but I do have 3 grand dogs, and Jeb is one of them. Ray is one. I don't have the other one in. His name is Sven. But let me click on Ray. I shot a video the other day with some of my grandkids, and we used the dog in the video, and we used the InfoBoost. So it was fun to do.
Wow.
Anyway, here she is, and a little, I don't know what she is, a cockapoo or a poodle anyway, she's cute, whatever she is. And you just go in and you put in a pet. You can have up to 5 pets in your account.
Right.
So we got you covered in time. And then if you want to activate, so let's turn on an InfoBoost for Ray. So I come to the active Pet InfoBoost and add it. So I'm going to select her and continue. And now I've got my list of Pet InfoBoosts that we have pre-built, and I can use any of those if I wanted to. Again, these are collections of boost ingredients that have known effect if you actually use the product. And so we've just aggregated them, so for allergies or calm or digestion, and they're listed as pet. I mean, they're specifically for pets. The other thing that happens with this, George, is there are some things that are contraindicated. For example, you don't give dogs chocolate. So right. Chocolate doesn't show up in an InfoBoost if your pet is a dog. So we've created those contraindications that are automatically made for you. And I should say, as people get into this, we appreciate their inputs, because if somebody sees something or requests something, I mean, folks with pets know more about pets than I do, or than we do. We don't pretend to know everything. So anyway, there you go. There's the custom. So let's start. I mean, there's the Pet InfoBoost. Let's start with the custom, though. That's the one where you use the spark scan, and this is going to look familiar to people who know limbic arc.
There it is.
Turn on the spark.
InfoBoost. This is where you get the bunny to make noise, right? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if your bunny starts to meow, let us know right off the bat. So. Okay, so then there's how the spark works. You come down, you click on continue, and there's some description of what's going on. So I'm going to start by recording, and I'm going to talk about Ray. Now, as we should all know, voice is topic specific. So, which means if I'm talking about Ray, my voice energy changes. It'll actually be focused on her. And if Ray has a particular problem that I'm interested in helping her with, I can talk about that particular problem. And what happens then is my voice energy will change as it focuses on that problem, and it helps to bias the scan so that the InfoBoost ingredients that may have a more direct impact on what I'm talking about, it actually stacks those so they show up at the top.
Right.
Okay, now I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Ray. So we're just going to start here.
Okay.
Ray is a cute little puppy, and she's about a year old, and she is kind of shy, but she barks a lot at strangers. Okay. So you'll notice that I was focused on her. I didn't talk about where she lives or what kind of food she eats or you know, that kind of stuff. So you stay focused specifically on what it is you want addressed.
Okay.
Then I hit the continue button.
So if Ray was having issues with pain or something, you would just talk about it.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna, I could either upload a new photograph or I can just use my pet profile. Let's say that Ray had been injured. Since I took this profile picture, I may want to then take a new picture of her because I might have an InfoBoost to help with this quality of life problem that the injury has caused.
Yeah.
So, but in her case, she's in good shape, so I'm just going to use the profile picture, and the computer then scans that picture and combines the voice with the scan, and that creates the spark, and now the scan is actually taking place, and I can look at the boost ingredients. So let's go to...
I'm going to stop you for just a second, Dr. Cook, because when you take that picture, that biometric visual input, you know, you've always got your pet's profile picture, but the biometric visual input is different, right? I mean, it doesn't replace the profile picture, but you know, if there's something that your dog's dealing specifically with, or an updated picture, you may want to do that to help with the spark scan.
That's correct. It doesn't become the new profile picture, it just becomes the picture for this particular scan.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's, well, let's start here at the top. I'm going to name this, and so I'll just say constitutional. This is just a general scan for her. And let's run this for, I'm going to change this to 7 days from 14. You might say, why? And I say, I don't know. I just wanted to demonstrate how you can change the date. Then we scroll down. You'll notice that I've clicked on all ingredients. And so these are the ingredients that showed up with the outcome ratio. That's what that number is called. And it automatically selects the top 10. You can see that I've got 94 here. It comes down to 93. Sometimes I'll go down and I'll take down to 90. Just as a rule, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to stay with the top 10 just because we're demonstrating, and when I'm happy I then click the activate button, and Ray is now getting those boost ingredients through a quantum effect, and I expect she'll even be a more awesome puppy. That's how it works. It's pretty simple.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And so the number of InfoBoosts you can run multiple InfoBoosts on a pet.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's well, I'm really excited. I believe this is going to make a big difference. Again, and again, Doctor, I don't even know how to articulate this, but you could use this on multiple animals. It's not just a dog or a cat, right?
Right. Yeah, we have some presets there, but you can put in any kind of an animal. If you had a pet sheep or a horse or a goat or a snake, you know, it works. The pet InfoBoost, we could have called it the non-human InfoBoost. It's just it's designed for me to be able to affect non-humans that are around me, and particularly those pets that I have a connection with and that I have some affection for, because my connection with those animals is much greater than the neighbor's dog, say.
Right. Well, I know that pets are such a huge part of the human experience, and I would expect that at some point you may have some interactions with humans and pets. I know that pets can certainly have an impact upon our well-being as well, and so there's having healthy pets has got to be better for our human experience.
You know, I don't know how to. It'll be fun to measure that. I was going to say, I don't know how you could measure that, but pets absorb a lot of our emotional energy, and that's one of the reasons they're so therapeutic to have around. I suspect that an info boost for a pet is going to have a circular effect, and it may actually improve us.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I
know that's a lot of people are happy.
It'll be fun to see. Yeah.
Well, I'm
well, and it's kind of like when your kids are feeling good, George, and when your kids are in a good place, your children, it puts you in a better place, and pets got to be the same way.
I love that we look at a whole life. It's not just a specific issue. We look at our whole life with our emotions, with our wellness, with our pain, with all of the things that we're dealing with. It just makes nice, and now we can add pets into that, and it just makes us more whole humans. So please know that we'll be sending out information to everyone. We would love to hear back from you. We would love to hear your stories, and send us your pictures too. We'd love to hear more about how this pet is affecting you. If it's anything like we're seeing from that early access period, I just can't wait. So, Dr. Cook, thank you for this fabulous product. Thank you for taking time and pushing this out, and just wrapping things up a little bit. We're going to have our next call Wednesday, June 29th, and so be sure to put that on your calendar. And also, this is going to have a replay link, and we hope that you'll go back to it. Just go to the web, at the top of the web page on any of our web pages on LundgrenPark.com. You will see a call with Dr. Cook. You can click on that, and you can hear this episode as well as any other episodes of a call with Dr. Cook. And so anyway, be sure to sign up, and we will see you. We will see you in June. Dr. Cook, thanks again.
All right. See you soon, everyone.
Be well, and be well with your pets. Thanks.
Quá tuyệt vời. Vật nuôi gọi là thu âm hộ vật nuôi mà cái con vật nó không nói, thu âm hộ rồi quét cho nó, mình nói về con vật đó với cảm xúc rất là tuyệt vời là được. Cảm xúc tuyệt vời là được.
Welcome everybody to a call with Dr. Cook.